Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's not really happy. It's new. It feels a lot like the old one. Here we are, still living with the same problems. Frankly, folks, I'm an optimist on 2021, but I have backloaded all my optimism into the summer and after. It's going to be a really difficult next few months, and I don't think there's any point pretending otherwise. We are dealing with, particularly in Quebec and Ontario, a very, very difficult problem. I've been watching with interest for obvious reasons how Ontario's vaccine rollout is going, and it's not going great. This is such a perfect issue just to get people yelling at each other for no reason. Because on the one hand, you've got the federal government, Justin Trudeau, buying the vaccine, getting it into the country and distributing it. And then you've got the provinces, in my case, that's Doug Ford and his gang. They're the ones who are actually responsible for getting it out of the distribution sites and dealing with the injections. So if you like Doug Ford, any problems in the plan are Justin Trudeau's fault. And if you like Justin Trudeau, any problems with the plan is Doug Ford's fault. The reality, of course, is that it's more complicated than that. Neither is exactly blowing me away here. Right now, Ontario has been slow to get the vaccines out. And I just don't mean in terms of the percentage of the population. It's not doing a good job getting out even those vaccines that it has. That's not good. That's Ontario's fault. That's not the federal government's fault. If I think the number is over 100,000 doses have come to Ontario, and we've gotten 50,000 of them into people, that's not good enough. That is an Ontario specific problem. The problem, though, on the other side of it is going to be Ontario is speeding up after a slow start, an embarrassing start, a start that's now been acknowledged to have been unsatisfactory. The province is ramping up. If it keeps ramping up at the rate it's going to exhaust the available supply pretty quickly. Rather than look at this as though most people will, it's Trudeau's fault or it's Ford's fault. I don't care whose fault it is. We just got to get it done. Right now, as of within the last 24 hours, the most recent data available, Ontario is vaccinating around 7,000 people a day. I did some back of the napkin math. I was tweeting this out earlier. If we want to get everyone who reasonably needs a vaccine, so that's 80% of the adult population, we're going to need over 18 million injections. We're doing 7,000 a day. We're not going to get this done until almost 2030. In order to get it done on the schedule that the government has been talking about kind of the fall, we're going to need to double the current rate and then double it again and then double it again and then actually almost double it again. Is this possible? Yeah, it is. We can do this. It's not going to be easy. We're losing dozens of people, many of them from long-term care homes, every day. If we had vaccinated more of them faster, some of those people would not have died. This is a failure that will be measured not in money, not in political support, but in lives. It's too late to change that. But what we can do is get it right from here on in. Double, 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 and almost double again. If we do that, by the end of this year, we're getting back, hopefully, to life more like normal. If we don't, then this just keeps dragging on.